Hello, and my name is Logan. My middle name is actually Cade, and I just want to talk about my time working for the GoobLagoon under my W boss, Queso. He's actually a nice boss behind the camera and all that. Everything is like pure drama when the camera's rolling, but behind it's like very chilled, very relaxed. And the first thing I want to talk about is I want to actually thank you guys for supporting me, saying that I am a great asset, part of the team, even though that Queso on the camera sometimes thinks otherwise. But I'm just real glad that some of you guys think that I'm a great part of the team. I think I am as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and roll the video of me walking to rescue someone from drowning, and I'm going to explain why I walked instead of like running or rushing to get to that person. Right here we have video of me in action, walking to someone who's drowning, and my boss, he's like recording it on his chest recorder that he has, just showing how fun of a place this is, how fun and it's safe. All right, that's another reason why I walk, is because it's got to be safe. So right here, oh, sorry.
Someone is drowning and you are power walking to them. Can you get a move on? Why is he so nonchalant about it?
The reason why I'm nonchalant and walking slow is because of all the hazards that happen in GoobLagoon, right? Even though that we try to make this place as safe as possible, there are still accidents that happen, and I'll show some videos of the accidents that I'm talking about. But before I go on to it, I'm just going to show you. I crossed out my last name and put my middle name there, but I'm going to show you that I have authenticity about it, that I have done my OSHA 30-hour construction course back in 2019, and I originally went to become a welder. However, I'm no longer a welder anymore. I stopped welding, I want to say, in 2023. Late 2023, I believe, is whenever I stopped welding. But anywho, I have taken the 30-hour construction OSHA or safety course. So, my knowledge in that, and I have, with my current job, done some CPR, trained with the Red Cross. And one thing I always tell you is to first check your surroundings before you do the action, because you don't know of other hazards. And I'll go ahead and show you right now some hazards that I experience while being a lifeguard here. Now, this first hazard right here, you ain't gonna notice it, but it happens real fast. This is what we call a collision, or sometimes if it's real bad, like say two cars, or say if you're in a factory, right, and you got a forklift coming, and then someone's like pinned between, you got pinch points. Well, here is one of the collisions that we have to watch out for, because if I'm running and if I bump into someone, it's not going to do me no good having to help someone drowning on top of someone I accidentally just stampeded over. I slow this down because it happens real fast. You can see how fast this stuff happens while on the job.
Ow! No more lawsuits in our future. Oh my!
See how fast that was? I had to slow it down, and it still happened pretty fast. Like, here, let's play it at normal speed.
Good form now! No more lawsuits in our future.
Bam! That's already another person I have to help, because we don't know if they hit their back of the head, if they got concussion from it.
Goodness,
Look how she slid on that. Another thing that we have to worry about at this job site is biohazards. For example,
you get these things swept up. Toby! Put that door in the pool. Ooh, I'm sorry, hold.
That's one biohazard. If I were to just jump in blindly in the pool, I don't know what's in the pool, right? Sure, the water may look clean, but we don't truly know what's in there until we get at the site.
There you go, you're good. There was Dookie in the pool? Please tell me there wasn't Dookie in the pool. Where's her?
Imagine you're blindly running with the life preserver, trying to save someone drowning, maybe in this corner, and you jump right in, bam, you're now infected with whatever is in that feces. My exact reaction, boss. Another thing that we have to watch out for in the GoobLagoon is fall hazards, falling hazards. Like at construction sites, someone dropping a hammer, that's why you have to wear hard hats. Obviously here at the GoobLagoon, we do not have hard hats, so I have to take my time, make sure I have all my surroundings before I know that it's safe to rescue the person and do what I need to do to get the job done. Here's an example of a falling hazard.
Yeah, ice cream, I got you right here. Make sure this person's good on the slide. She good? She good.
Another example of a falling hazard.
Slide is not fixed. Please be careful. Oh my goodness!
Another example of a falling hazard.
The fact that some people go down the slide just fine and others don't is proof that it is user error. Like, look, this lady right here looks like she knows what she's doing, so she's gonna have no problems. Watch.
And now we have a slip hazard.
Wait a minute, don't go there yet.
Now imagine that was me, right, with the life preserver, trying to run and rescue someone, and I slip and tear my ACL. Now we're both in danger. Here's another example of a slip and a trip, and here's what I mean about rushing to save someone instead of taking the time to see what your surrounding is truly like.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hey, y'all having fun? Oh my god, promise is drowning. We got somebody drown. Oh my god!
Bam! I am now out of the job, and now the person's still drowning, and now I'm also going to have to get medical attention. So that is why we have to walk. Electrical, believe it or not, happens. Maybe you think that you're Fire Marshal Bill, right? You're trying to teach someone a lesson, you grab what you think is the life preserver, but oh no, it turns out to be the taser instead.
Oh no, we have a drowning customer. Hang on. Stay with me, River. I got you right here. Wait, is this a taser? I thought I had a life preserver. I just killed everybody.
That is why we have to take our time so we know that we have the right tools for the right job. Just like how my boss thought he had the Just like how my boss thought he had the life preserver, but it turned out to be the taser instead. Okay, and as far as me pushing people in, is I have learned it from my boss, right? So, here is what I call the slugger's plunge.
Oh, I fear you caught me on a bad day, Kenneth. 3-2 count, bottom of the ninth. Scores 3-3, bases loaded, 2 outs. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's sitting fastball. Will he get one? Here's the pitch. Get off the diving board!
So right there we have slugger's plunge, and that's where I learned just to push people off, you know? Because they gotta learn one way or another. It's either you know how to jump or you don't. You're either a coward or you could jump and you get the ice cream at the end. And then here is an example of me making sure everything is safe after helping someone get in the pool. So OSHA has this rule called 20-20-20. Every 20 minutes, take 20 seconds of your time to look 20 feet ahead of you to see if you notice any new potential dangers. And that's what I'm doing right here. But I understand that my boss doesn't really see that's what I was doing, since he's probably doesn't have that much knowledge of what I was actually doing, that I was actually this skilled for the job. Since he fired people, right? He's used to people not working with strong ethics, so he's probably thinking that's what I'm doing is slacking, when actually I'm doing the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, take 20 seconds to look 20 feet ahead of you to see if you notice any new dangers at all.
Scaring away the customers. Samuel's not doing his job again. Samuel.
And that's my example right there, is because Samuel's not doing his job. We had, from what I heard and from the videos I have seen, is that most of our ticket salesmen don't really do their job. So that's probably where he's got his frustration, thinking that I was slacking when actually I was looking for the 20-20-20 rule. And right here is where I followed my boss on how to push someone. But this person was scared, and instead of slugging them, I asked them to get them more comfortable, like, hey, what are you going to school for? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? And this nice lady, she told me that she's interested in, like, American history, especially, like, the Native Americans. I'm like, oh, so, like, the Iroquois and the Mohawks and the Cherokee. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I saw my boss. He did this radical thing, the slugger's plunge. Well, I got something called the Gooberkoi dive. It's basically, we're going to mimic an eagle. You know how they lock their legs together and they start rotating and whatnot? So here, I'll show you.
You want chocolate ice cream? There you go.
See how she does the backflip as if it's like two eagles with their feet locked into each other? That's what's supposed to mimic. Is that. And I brought my own form of a bat, to it as well. Right here, I have my makeshift Iroquois War Club. And the way I use it, instead of hitting them in the back of the head, Slugger's plunge does, with the Gooberkoi dive, you hook them around the bottom of their feet, around their ankles, and do like a 180 upwards, so they do that cartwheel, that backflip, to mimic an eagle with interlocked legs with each other. And now we have a video of my boss showing me how it's actually done, and then it still ends up as a mistake, and I'll explain why once it happens.
This is how you lightly push somebody. Cade, where you at? I want you to see this, Cade. Where is he? Look, chat, you watch this. Do you see how light that was? And he was over there watching too, Cade. Now do
And there I go. Now I'm going to do exactly what he did, what he showed me, right? To gently push them off.
Maybe he just needed some training. You're right. Cade, you saw exactly how I just did it. Now you do the same thing I just did.
Right there, you might have not noticed it, but when people get nervous, some of them curl their toes, and that's what she was holding on to, was her toes were still hanging onto the dive board. So without my Gooberkoi dive technique, I wasn't able to unhook her toes from the board at all, causing her to probably pull a tendon in her pinky toe.
Hey, what's good, Casey? What you want, a chocolate ice cream?
And now look, she's drowning on top of it afterwards.
Have yourself a good day. Thank you. I gotta go restock the ice.
So yes, that is my full explanation of what happened whenever I was working at the GoobLagoon and my reasonings for why I did everything the way I did it. That is my reasoning for why I take my time, I walk around, why I'm not aura farming when I'm standing up on the high dives. I'm doing the 20-20-20 rule, making sure that there's no one hiding inside the slides, doing 24-hour slide challenge, on top of seeing if anyone's drowning or if there's any electrical hazard, any dookie hazards, any slips or trips hazards, any biohazards. I'm making sure that it's safe for me to continue walking to where I need to be in case someone is drowning. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for watching my video. And please subscribe to Queso. He is a great boss.